we we kind of went into just kind of a misdirection pick and roll and just tried to create some movement. And we kind of put two guys up in a double screen, one rolled, one popped, and they had to commit two to Chioza on the ball, and he threw it back to Dodo. I thought he had a pretty decent look to take a three. It was probably a smart decision to drive it, obviously, with the way it finished up. Considering there was a play, I thought, late inside of a minute against, Ole Miss, where he settled for a three instead of taking the ball to the rim. So it was good to see him go to the rim strong like that.
You've talked a lot in close game situations about, having an internal will and coming up with plays and authority with the two blocks, and that kind of did that.
Yeah, I thought our guys did a good job. The last play defensively, they did a nice job. I thought Anthony ran a great play, and we got caught over and helping because it was for a backdoor layup, and Frazier did a great job taking away. But what happened was his man got loose out top, and we were able to jump switch back. And then we really, when they got into Randolph's hands and he drove it, I thought we provided really good help, and Dodo got a piece of it, and then was able to get the ball back for the possession, which obviously sealed it. Yeah, I mean, it was good he took the ball to the rim. I like that. I like that he took the ball to the rim. And he made a great play. Actually, I was kneeling down, so when the ball was thrown back, I could see he was open. The official stood in front of me, and then next I saw him go down the lane. I didn't see Bama's defense where they were rotating or trying to come over from, but he looked like a pretty clear path. Yeah, I think he was hurt, and I didn't know if he was going to play today at shoot around. He wasn't himself, with the hip bruise or pointer or whatever it was, and he just wasn't himself. We didn't really get too much for him at all today.
Your decision to go with Chioza down the stretch?
He made a couple plays. He knocked down that big three, and he was engaged in the game, and he was defending, and really there was no reason to take him out. It wasn't necessarily they didn't want to play Casey or I was upset with Casey. I just thought Chris played well. He made a couple of really nice passes. He threw a nice little lob to Chris, underneath the basket for a layup. He skipped the ball to Frazier. He got him an open three. He knocked down a three. He was playing well, so we just kind of went with him and kept him on the floor.
With obviously with Frazier, Hubble, and Eli taking the shot, how big was it to get kind of some production from Chris Walker inside?
Yeah, it was good to see Chris play the way he did. Again, I'm happy we won, but our issues are still unresolved. In my opinion, it just it's like the start of the second half. You're up by 13, and I got to take 5 guys off the floor, and we score 7 points in 12 minutes of play, and you score 17 points in the second half. I mean, I'm happy we won the game. Don't get me wrong, but I was not happy at all with the way we played in the second half. We managed to hang on and make a couple plays and win the game.
How much was that of maybe Anthony ramping things up to start the second half defensively, or how much was maybe your breakdown during the second half?
Well, I think Kev, when you got a team that's down 13 points on their home court, what else do you think they're going to do? And we come out in the second half with not nearly the intensity we played with. And I thought we really were in a good flow offensively. We moved the ball. We shot 50% from the field. We didn't take a high number of threes. I think we were 4 for 9 from the three-point line. Everything was going great. Then we go, our first 5 possessions, we come out, we turn the ball 5 straight times, start second half. And then all of a sudden a 13-point lead goes back down there. And I'm not taking anything away from Alabama. That give them credit. They got themselves back in the game. They deserve credit on that. But I'm looking at it from my vantage point with our team. It's the same thing. This game was no different than Ole Miss. And I know a lot of times people look at the outcome or the result, and to me it's a lot bigger than that for me than just the result of the getting the win or not getting the win. And I've said before, sometimes winning masks a lot of areas you need to get better at, and our areas you still need to get better at are still right there in front of us.
You guys got Jimmy Taylor in foul trouble for most of the game. How much of an impact did that have?
I don't know. Anthony's probably better off to answer that than I would. I really like Taylor. I think Anthony and his staff have done a great job developing him from where he was a year ago. Certainly he's a big body, he's a presence around the rim. I think if we would have had maybe a big front court player that was having his way up front, we don't have that kind of team or that kind of player. So I don't know if Anthony would have elected to play smaller, with Hale and Cooper and Norris, Kessens. I don't know what he would have done. He's obviously a good player. But we were small. The game was really played in a lot of ways small up front tonight by both teams.
Basically, it didn't change anything you guys tried to do.
No, not really. He had we did a good job sliding over to take some charges on him. I got him too early, and then he had another charge. Chris Walker took. So he had 3 charges there. I don't quite remember all the fouls. But he's a good player, and I think that's probably more Anthony. It wasn't like we game planned for him and he was off the floor like, wow, okay, great, but he's a good player, and I think anytime he's a good player, it hurts. He got hit there and he was bleeding, so they had to take him off the floor, and it's just bloody nose. There was no concussion or anything else like that. I think it was just trying to stop the bleeding. Yeah, I mean, he played with energy. He played with energy. He did some good things. But call it like it is. It's a 3-point game. We're up 3, and he's in pick and roll coverage, and he backs up when he needs to stay up. Same exact thing happened with Angel Rodriguez against Miami. 3 over the top, and he's got to be able to take that away. Now he did some really good things. Our team is making progress, and he's made progress. And I'm encouraged by that, but I think my job with him is to still get him to keep striving and not think he has it all figured out, because he doesn't. But he gave us a huge lift today, because we didn't get much from Dorian and we did not get much from Michael Frazier.
How frustrating was it, 50-45, you had 3 chances for defensive rebound?
Those are the plays I'm talking about, Kev. Exactly that. I felt like they had the ball for 5 minutes. It did. I mean, it was like 5. We could not. It's a free throw rebound. Chris jumps too early, and they get the ball back, and it's out of bounds. It's missed. These are our challenges right now. And again, I'm happy we won. I'm happy for our guys, but you would expect being up 13 on the road to come out. We told our guys that Alabama was going to make a run. I mean, Anthony's got a good team. He's a good coach. Their team's got pride. They're going to make a run. But, how do you respond to it? It took us 12 minutes to even start playing at the intensity level we did in the first half. That's a problem for me. That's a problem.
Do you think, though, for 18 to 21-year-olds, being on a 3-game losing streak like this is something that maybe they could need or kind of build off of the fact that they did make the plays?
I just, again, I love coaching them. Like I've always said, they're great kids. I just want to see a little bit more consistency out of them. I want them to play closer to their potential. I want to help them get better, and I want them to show them what they need to do and what they've got to do to be able to get where they want to get to and where we can get to. And I think as a coach, the minute you deviate from that or get away from that, I think that you send mixed signals right now. The things that we have to get better at are right there in front of them. We need to keep working on them, and they have gotten better. I don't want to say that they've not gotten better. Our team has gotten better, but I want them to still keep getting better. There was some times in those games where, to be honest, earlier in the year we kind of fell apart. We kind of faded just out. It's been 2 games now. We've kind of fought coming down the stretch a little bit better, so maybe there's some growth there. But we've got to be able to play, not necessarily mistake-free basketball, but we got to just play with a little bit more fire and passion when we get into some of these situations. Thank you.